And we are excited, The Odd Couple, to announce the brand new YouTube channel for the show. That's right. The Odd Couple has its own YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/@oddcouplefsr. That's @oddcouplefsr. That's right. Or if you're already within on the YouTube, just search Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and you'll have instant access to our brand very best videos, I should say, on the show. That's right. Thanks, LeBron. Go check out our brand new channel. Again, just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and subscribe. How's that? Rob G, the reports just keep coming in from Chicago about Caleb.
Yeah, nobody seems to be a fan of the former number one, what would you call him, the generational prospect that is Caleb Williams. First, we had the athletic tier come out yesterday, and he was ranked as a tier 3 quarterback. Some even had him in the tier 4 quarterback, which says a lot. But all of the criticism basically said some variation of the same thing. You had an anonymous defensive coordinator says, quote, in terms of processing ability and getting the ball out of his hands, it was the worst we played against. Anonymous head coach says, quote, his processing to me was alarming watching the tape. And in fact, if you don't believe these anonymous GMs and coaches, former All-Pro left tackle Teron Armstead was at the joint practice between the Dolphins and the Bears last week.
You said former?
Yes, because he retired. And he put his name on it. Take a listen.
Caleb's process playing that quarterback position has to improve fast and pretty fast, in my opinion. On a consistent basis, Caleb was not able to recognize where he was in danger. He wasn't feeling pressure. He wasn't feeling blitzes. He wasn't seeing blitzes and threats pre-snap. Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator, was able to send guys from all different spots on the field, and man, a lot of those got home. A lot of those would have been sacks.
All right, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. This is just an anti-Caleb Williams. They've never really liked Caleb Williams from this standpoint of he paints his nails. I don't know, he cried to his mom in the stands. He's a different kind of guy. He wanted a piece of the Bears. He didn't want to go to all the other stuff that came out. And there are a lot of people who just don't like the guy. Last year, he had a fine rookie season. And it's funny, other people get a chance to develop and get better. Peyton Manning threw 30 interceptions his first year. Nobody threw the towel in on him. Nobody said he holds the ball too long or he doesn't know what he's doing with it or he can't read defenses. They allowed him to progress. And last year, Kelvin, there were at least 3 games where he marched his team down, gave them the go-ahead touchdown, and then the defense gave it back up. You remember, including that Hail Mary to Washington. You remember that game? Mm-hmm. He had actually taken his team down, and they scored a touchdown to go up in front. And he had one of his DBs or safeties who was flexing to the crowd when the Hail Mary came in. And I'm not saying he's a finished product or he's going to be the best quarterback in the league or whatever. I just, the noise to me with a new coach and a new coordinator and people going to give Justin Fields 8 chances, right? He's on 3 teams and 3. Oh, yeah, look at Justin Fields. And here he is. He had 20 touchdowns, 6 picks. And too many sacks, and they need to protect him better, and he needs to be more aware. I'm not saying that he doesn't need to make some changes, but this fire alarm on Caleb Williams, I think it's personal, to be honest.
I'm going to address that personal in a minute. And Rob G, you saying they're not a fan to him. I think the term is concern. So, Rob, this is going to happen. When you're the top prospect since Andrew Luck, you're the sure end. You're the one everybody says that's the guy that can't miss. You're the number 1 pick. You're a Heisman Trophy winner. And these conversations are going to happen. And I think he's getting some of that. He's getting some smoke or some added extra sauce that people felt they should have been given to Trevor Lawrence. So I think he's getting some of that. Oh, I should have been on Trevor Lawrence a little harder. Let me make sure I'm on Caleb Williams a little hard. But all of this comes with when you're the number 1 pick, the Heisman Trophy winner. And now let's add to it. You do have to add context. If the same thing that has been a concern for him coming out of college into his rookie campaign, into his training camp this year. Mind you, he's got Ben Johnson, an offensive guru. This is why people are ringing the alarm. And they're saying, hey, something ain't looking right. When you have to have your first teamers pulled off the field early, this is something we hardly ever hear happens because he wasn't getting them out of the huddle. We've been hearing more and more reports about he can't break the huddle fast enough. They got to burn timeouts. They're getting flags from a delay of games. These are concerns. Now, we heard about him, but because he was Superman and otherworldly, he was able to escape these things. He was able to make plays happen. You look at the interceptions, they're low. Yeah, because he ate a bunch of sacks. That's why.
You don't want to throw the ball up for grabs. What do you just don't throw the ball up for grabs?
But he has a little Andrew Rodgers-itis in that he doesn't want to turn it over. He's trying to make too many plays. Aaron Rodgers was able to do that to the tune of success. That's why he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Caleb, the jury is still out. So Caleb Williams has to process faster. We're hearing it from too many sources, from his own daggone team and his own coach. He's got to be better at getting the ball out faster. He can no longer just rely on his talent that has gotten him this far. And that is a fair thing to say of a guy who we expect the world from. Lamar Jackson, we had these concerns about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson came right in after a couple of years, has now, you and I talked about this last week or so, now he's one of the best passers in the NBA. Gets the ball out, doesn't get sacked, has the most in the NFL. Has the most passes down the field and yards per pass.
Well, but that's the lesson. That's the lesson. Is you can't pass judgment on people so quickly, but you give Justin Herbert, and he's a top 5 quarterback. He hasn't done anything.
You know I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
For whatever reason, it's okay. Justin Herbert or Lawrence down in Jacksonville. No one's crying. Oh my God, he got the big contract. He's all this. He got a contract and all that. My point is there is a little extra sauce because he's not conventional. He's not the guy that maybe people, you know what I mean, want to rally around because he's different a little bit. And I'm saying that factors in. That's all I'm saying. He's not above criticism. That's not what I'm saying. I think he gets extra for some other stuff.
I think he gets extra because the same problem has applied for the same few years, from college to then his first campaign and then this training camp. You're supposed to be better by now. And I think but you're saying it's personal, and I don't see how you think it's personal with Shedeur. When this dude is the number 1 pick, a Heisman winner, of course it's going to be people
personal for Shedeur.
Personal.
What's the personal?
I'm saying it's for Caleb. To me, it's warranted. He's supposed to be that guy. This is supposed to be the all-world talent.
With a new coach and a new everything new from last year.
Because you can't go 5 for 17 with 3 interceptions and a family fest last week. You can't do that. This is a layup. This is just a promo for the fans.
That's nothing. None of these games matter. The Lions went 4-0 and then 0-16 in the season.
No. Nobody said win. No, you can't look horrible. You can't go 5 for 17 with 3 interceptions.
You think people don't have bad?
Stop it.
You think great players haven't had bad training camp, preseason games? Is that what you're saying?
This wasn't even a game. He didn't even play in the game.
Of course he shouldn't
my
play.
Point.
He shouldn't play.
He didn't even play in the game, Rob. These are shorts and T-shirts, and he's out here looking like me. If I went to go be a quarterback, that's the issue.
So I just think it's overblown. All right, you think it's warranted. I think it's overblown.
Yes, nobody's saying he's about to be the worst player, but it's warranted. He deserves some concern and criticism, and he has an opportunity to
I just think they need somebody to be a whipping boy, and he just happens to be that guy. All right.
That sounds like Shedeur to me.
877-99 on Fox is the anti-Caleb Williams sentiment, personal or professional. We'll continue that conversation next with you. Kai in Florida, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kai?
What's going on? I love the show. I just wanted to say that just like
Thank
everybody
you.
else does.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It is not personal at all. We've watched the tapes. We've seen him visibly frustrated at practice. If you ask me, Shedeur Sanders looks like he can start over Caleb Williams.
Okay, here we go. This is another Shedeur. Okay, here we go.
You're running to his aid, saying that it's not personal, and they're not giving him room to grow. But we're talking about a top 5 college quarterback that's a 4th on the string.
No, he wasn't that. No, he was a 5th round pick. No. He didn't beat anybody in college. He didn't beat anybody in college. Stop it with the Shedeur love. Stop it. If he was good enough, the Browns, you know what they would do? They would
What's
make
that?
him the quarterback, just like they made Russell
Well,
Wilson
they better
the
make
quarterback.
him the quarterback.
He ain't
They
no
better make him the
quarterback.
quarterback.
Stop.
They better make him the quarterback.
That's why he moved up in the depth chart off of the first game, right?
Well, no,
he
you
didn't.
you know I already had him up the depth chart way before that. You
No.
knew that with me.
When he gets cut, you better not come on this show that day.
Oh, it's the Browns.
All right.
What have the Browns done? They better go whatever they think they should do the opposite.
Drew in New Jersey, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Drew?
I think it's fair. However, I do still see upside. I think he's coming in the draft.
for
I
sure.
didn't think he was a once-in-a-lifetime talent. I kind of thought he was like a Russell Wilson high-end type player. But I definitely think he definitely will be the best quarterback with pink nails. Still up there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, appreciate
that does factor in. Appreciate it, Drew. Thank you. Casey
Who next?
in Oregon, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Casey?
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thanks for taking my
Yes,
call.
thank you, buddy.
Yeah, this is looking like it's headed towards a disaster. I'm not liking what I'm hearing out of the Bears camp. The signs were there with painted fingernails, crying to your mom in the stands after a game. I'm taking the Bears under.
I'll take them over.
Yeah, the nails don't overly
take the
worry me. Like,
Lions
I mean,
under.
whatever. Oh,
I'm not going to go as far as the last caller and say, Shador would start over him, but it's just not – I'm not liking what I'm hearing. I mean, I know it was just a meme, but not being able to throw into a net, I don't know if he has that many weapons. I'm not liking it.
All right.
Yeah.
Probably another Bears quarterback bust.
I know good and well he better be the first one to throw 4,000 yards, Rob. He's too good and natural talent-wise. Somebody better do it. Trending. All right, yeah, I just think 4,000 yards is supposed to be regular at this point in the NFL. The fact that Bears haven't had one and Caleb Williams is all that talent, he better break that.